Welcome to the first episode of Sims 4 Survivor Sulani. We have 14 castaways for this season, and I'd like to thank all of the Simmers on the forums who submitted Sims through the gallery in answer to the casting call. Thank you so much. Credits for the creators are down in the information below the video. And the way this is going to work is the 14 castaways will be living in 2 tribes on this lot in, I believe it's Muapalam. The castaways have already been divided randomly into 2 tribes. On the left, we have the Ravasheen tribe. Their tribe colors are red. On the right, we have the Bagu tribe, and their tribe colors are blue. And we will introduce each of them in just a moment. Just to give you a quick look around, we have the tribal council area here. And over on the left, we have the area for the Ravasheen tribe. And you will notice there are no tents, there are no cots, no fire, no comfies. These Sims will be on their own. They will battle hunger, exhaustion, the weather. It's up to them to survive. I will not be nice to these Sims. They will have to take care of themselves. Over on the right for the Bagu tribe, very similar setup in their tribal camp. And then we have Exile Corner. Sims who are sent to exile, obviously, will be living alone. They'll be in this small area, again, battling the elements. They are on their own for survival. Right now, there's nothing comfy about exile. They really are going to have to give it their all, and in order to make it through this survivor challenge. And just a note, you will probably notice this building over here in the corner. Don't worry about that. This is our production building. This is where our producers take care of necessaries. We have also confiscated some headphones and other things out of the inventories of the Sims. Some of the castaways, particularly the music lovers, tried to sneak in some headphones. Those have been taken away. So let's go ahead and introduce our players. Stan works in the business career as an assistant to the manager. And then Aubrey, the blonde here, she aspires to be a master chef and currently works as a caterer. And then we have rock star Ransom. He is a C-lister, and he is fabulously wealthy and loves being so. Then we have Cameron. Cameron is a veterinarian and outdoor enthusiast. We have Chase. Chase here in the pink suit is also a caterer, and he aspires to being a master chef. We also have Erin. Erin is a comedian. She wants to be a big star, but right now she's just a C-lister. And then finally on the Ravasheen tribe is Jax. Jax's life goal is to be a mansion baron. But he's been working at the DJ and was recently laid off. Over on the Bagu tribe, we have Billy is an athletic and charismatic chef. There's Billy right here. And then we have Lily. Give us a look, Lily. Lily works as a deep sea fishing guide and also enjoys painting. And then there is Aubrey, here with the dark hair. Aubrey dreams of owning her own vet clinic. And Kelsey aspires to be a master actor, but the word on the street is that she's really a criminal ringleader. Irving works as a code monkey and aspires to be a great computer whiz. And then we have Cassie here. Cassie is an aspiring artist who works as a barista to pay the bills. And finally, on the Bagu tribe is Caleo, a singer and musician who hopes to one day be a dad. Okay, so they will be participating in their first challenge right now. It will be a reward challenge, and the reward that they'll be playing for is fire in the form of flint and a little campfire. So let's just set that up and we'll get the challenge going. The first challenge, the reward will be fire. On Survivor Island, fire means food. Each team member will choose randomly a pile from which they will dig. After everyone is finished digging, we will total the value of everything that they've dug up. And the team who digs up the most valuable items will win the reward challenge.
Skeilah.
Take your time, Cameron. No worries.
Oh, and Bizarric?
Oh, I think he's got something.
Schwaby.
Yes. So Stan has found a pile of bone dust, which unfortunately is only worth 5 simoleons. Audrey has found a mask worth 62 simoleons. Ransom has found a relic worth 143 simoleons. Cameron has found a relic worth 143 simoleons. Chase has found a knife worth 61 simoleons. Erin has found another knife worth 61 simoleons. And finally, on the Ravasheen tribe, Jax has found an artifact worth 24 simoleons. Over on the Bagu tribe, Caleo has a mask worth 62 simoleons. Cassie has a mask worth 62 simoleons. Irving found a skull worth 65 simoleons. Kelsey found an artifact worth 24 simoleons. Aubrey found a skull worth 65 simoleons. Lily found a statue worth 69 simoleons. And finally, Billie found a relic worth 143 simoleons. So let's total everything up and we will see if we have a winner. Okay, so the Ravasheen tribe has scored 499 simoleons, while the Bagu tribe only scored 490 simoleons, which means that the Ravasheen tribe has won the challenge, and they will go back to camp with fire as their reward, which means that they also have food to eat tonight. The Ravasheen tribe will also choose one sim randomly from the Bagu tribe to go to Exile Island. So the Ravasheen tribe chose Lily to go to Exile. Poor Lily. She will have to spend the night alone in isolation until tomorrow's immunity challenge. The good news is that Lily actually gets a clue to the hidden immunity idol. So listen up, Lily. This is very important. With the hidden idol, you can make your stand. The place where it's hidden rhymes with hand. So we will leave Lily to figure that one out because that is a very difficult clue. Okay, the sun is going down on the first day of Survivor. We are in the Ravasheen camp, and while the Sims settle in, get to know one another, make their secret alliances, I'll just explain a little bit about the gameplay and how this is going to work. Generally, when the Sims are... Oh, Erin is mad. When the Sims are in the challenge area, they are under my control. Autonomy is turned off. And their needs don't decay. However, when they're in their tribal camps, they're completely on their own. Autonomy is on. Needs decay is on. I don't give them any commands. They take care of themselves. As you will see, the Ravasheen tribe have fire, which means they can cook food. They won fire at the first reward challenge. And so they have an unlimited supply of marshmallows, tofu dogs, and hot dogs. Over here in the Bagu tribe have no food to eat because they did not win the reward challenge, which means that they have no fire, they cannot cook food. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. If anyone starves to death. Look at Irving over there, just talking to himself. Whatever. He's a bit crazy, that one. Let's go check on Lily in Exile. Oh, Lily is looking for the hidden immunity idol. Good girl. She has her clue. She figured out it's buried in the sand. Okay, so the hidden immunity idol. The hidden immunity idol is the rare Eyes of Sulani. So if, while in exile, a Sim finds the clue and they find the Eyes of Sulani, the rare, then they will have the hidden immunity idol, which they can play at Tribal Council. If they get a significant number of votes, they will play it automatically. So I'm going to not peek in her inventory because I like to save that as a surprise. So let's go back over to Bagu, see what's up with Audrey.
Floopy.
Oh, Audrey's tent for stranger danger. So this is probably a good time just to explain a few things about how the voting works at Tribal Council. So generally, there are two stats which I track for The Sims. There are their social stats and their performance stats. In the beginning of, in the first half of the show, when the tribes are divided into two camps, Sims generally will vote the weak people off their tribe because they want to keep their tribe strong. However, those can be overridden by social stats. If they have formed some alliances with a particular Sim, they might hang on to a weak Sim if they have an alliance with them. In the second half of the show, once the tribes are merged, Sims have a tendency to want to vote off the strongest so that they can be the sole survivor to win the million simoleons. So in the game of Survivor, the mediocre survive. That's how it works. Nothing fair about it, but, you know, that's how it goes. That night on the Ravishing tribe, most of the tribe members stayed close to the campfire, with the exception of Erin and Cameron, who went off to search for a hidden immunity idol. Chase and Audrey checked in on them, but Erin and Cameron claimed they were only looking for crabs to eat.
Clams. Wavu, Ruskan Lampima, Muchi Pichi?
While the girls went off to make use of nature's facilities, the boys briefly talked about an all-male alliance. But Erin and Audrey quickly returned and cut the conversation short. For the remainder of the night, the survivors talked about challenge strategy and how to beat the pants off Bagu. Stan and Chase butted heads at times, but most of the tribe seemed to be getting along. Jax proved to be the most popular survivor and is liked by everyone. As the morning dawned, the survivors seemed confident they would win today's immunity challenge. Over on the Bagu tribe, Irving and Cassie pretended to like one another. Aubrey was paranoid that they were over there forming a secret alliance, so she decided to break that one up. Caleo seemed content to entertain himself in the corner with a song.
Durfna Lorenzi, Warbla Speedle Gat, Gatna Lashufzi, Dreeble Solarin.
Meanwhile, Kelsey was getting bored until Cassie came over to talk to her. And Cassie talked about how annoying Irving is, and that was something that Kelsey could definitely agree with. Aubrey and Billy, meanwhile, got along very well. Aubrey really hates the facilities on Survivor Island. Billy had a nap in the bush and woke up very hungry, and then it started pouring rain. Irving and Aubrey continued to annoy one another. And Irving said the most shocking things. Cassie continued to complain about Irving. Oh, Irving. Over in the corner, Caleo sang to some survivors who were making a secret alliance. Billy soon collapsed into the bush again. Kelsey was bored by Caleo's conversation and didn't seem much interested in talking to anyone else. In Exile, Lily was unable to find the hidden immunity idol, so she gave up and decided to practice her singing instead. Soon after it started to rain, Lily collapsed into a bush to get some much-needed rest. It's the second day, the morning of the second day on Survivor Island, and it is time for an immunity challenge. In this challenge, the survivors will face off, one from each team, in a game of chess. Now, there are Sims who will have a distinct advantage, those Sims who have logic skills and are geniuses, but the players will be selected to face off at random.
Shusha?
Oh.
Mechate!
Oh, Paguna.
Sheesh. Abendorf. Ooh, Mechate!
Schulip. Hikana. Vimpa.
Who's McGraw?
Mechate.
Oh.
Oh!
Mechate.
Oh, Flony. Spino, Fini. Bateau. Finne. Mechate.
Nah, Mechate. Oh, Rosa.
Quaba.
Mechate.
Mechate. Oh, Harfin. Abby.
Kissib.
Oh, Larko.
Mechate.
Oh, Chalky Soybriv.
And with that, Ransom clinches the win for Ravasheen. The Bagu tribe is making their way to Tribal Council, and it will be interesting to see how this plays out. Overall, Kelsey has been the weakest performer. Cassie and Irving really butted heads at camp and have a strong dislike for one another. So we'll see if perhaps that comes into play. But let's go ahead and read the votes. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. The first vote is for Kelsey. The second vote is for Irving. The third vote is for Kelsey. That brings Kelsey up to 2 votes. And the next vote is for Caleo. So we currently have Kelsey, 2 votes, Irving, 1 vote, Caleo, 1 vote. These Sims are in danger of going home tonight if they receive the most votes. The next vote is for Kelsey. And the next vote is for Kelsey. Kelsey, I am sorry. That is enough. You will be going home tonight. Gather your things. It's time to head out. The tribe has spoken. Kelsey has been eliminated from Sims 4 Survivor Sulani. Goodbye, Kelsey. Best of luck. Hope you enjoyed the game. The good news for the Bagu tribe is that now that they've been to tribal council, they will get fire in the form of flint, and they will be able to cook food and have an endless supply of hot dogs, tofu dogs, and marshmallows. So finally they can fill those empty bellies and hopefully perform a lot better. Right now the Ravasheen tribe has been dominating this game, and hopefully the Bagu tribe can pull it back. If you enjoyed this episode of Sims 4 Survivor Sulani, be sure and click like. If you would like to see more, hit subscribe. And if you'd like to get a notice of when my next video is posted, hit the bell. And hopefully we will see you next time.